Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I have a very significant topic to talk about. I was going to make this video tomorrow. It is currently 3:31 a.m. Also ignore my face, but I just had to get this video out. I don't know if I have much time because my storage is pretty full on my laptop, but I feel like my mind's just been blown. I don't really know if I just figured this out or if maybe I don't know. I don't know if this is like new information or what, but okay, so I sometimes get channel messages. I don't really know how that all plays into everything here that I talk about in this channel. I've kind of mentioned it before, but anyways, one of them was I was trying to figure out tonight. I was writing a bunch of stuff down here. I like sometimes just let my mind go blank and I just listen and I sort of write down what I get, and it's try and figure things out. So I'm writing all this stuff about alignment and imagination versus reality and why certain things manifest, why certain things don't, blah, blah, blah. I don't try and overthink it. I just sort of like wait for answers to come. But anyways, as I was doing this, I had the biggest download ever. I heard Einstein's theory of relativity. Like, that was something that I heard. So I was like, okay. So I looked it up in relation to what I was already writing down. I kind of had like a thought process going here already. But oh my god, I feel like my mind's just been blown. So Einstein's theory of relativity talks about how when you're moving slower through space, time moves faster. But when you're moving faster through space, time moves slower. Okay, so how can we apply this when it comes to manifestation? And what I've discovered through manifestation is that essentially, and also like you can look at this in ways of like quantum theory, I guess you could say, and I don't know, multiple realities as well, like all multiple realities, like running linearly, as we've talked about, we've seen it in movies, right? Also, our entire reality is a reflection of the truth, just letting you know. So everything that you see around you is a metaphor of other things. So just always keep that in mind. But anyways, so what I'm getting at here is, so I was thinking about his law, and then I'm thinking about how, with manifestation, the way that I have come to see it, and you can watch like Bashar's video where he talks about this too, when you're moving through reality, we do not move linearly through reality, because I've said in my other videos, like, time doesn't exist. We move like we're shifting constantly. We're constantly shifting reality, 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 and it's like a flip book that makes it look like we're actually going somewhere, right? But the thing is, we're not actually going anywhere. We're just in place. Like, everything is just happening all at once right now. But then I was watching like this video that someone had made on his theory, and they were talking about how if you're falling towards Earth, like, the closer you get to Earth's surface, the faster you fall. So then the slower time is at the Earth, like on the Earth's surface, but time would move faster, like in the atmosphere sort of thing. So we can kind of look at that as like imagination and reality. Like, imagination, time moves, sorry, it's so hard to keep saying this. Time moves very fast in imagination. Everything happens instantly, right? Whereas in this reality, time moves slow, right? Everything happens slower. We always see that. We always say, like, it's delayed in this reality. Our manifestations are delayed here, but why can't we just see it in imagination? You say I have it right now, but I don't actually see it right now. And the reason for this is the difference because of Einstein's theory of relativity. Like, when we're on Earth, and like, not when we're on Earth, I don't know where I'm going with that. When we are trying to manifest something, okay, we have to realize that our thoughts are the thing that is shifting us from reality to reality to reality. So the thing causing us to move, aka our speed, is our thoughts. Our thoughts are creating the speed at which we move. So if we think of it that way, and then we know that in Einstein's theory, the faster we move, the slower the time goes, versus if we start to move slower, then time moves faster. So if we're trying to manifest something and we are thinking thoughts, multiple different thoughts, over and over and over really, really fast, we're thinking all these different thoughts, overthinking, then what are we doing to time? We're slowing it down. We're slowing down time. We're slowing down how fast we move through each of these realities that we've thought of. Okay? So then the way to speed up your manifestation, as I've said in other videos, but now we have kind of like sense behind it now, is to slow down your thoughts, aka either slow down or stabilize your thoughts. Because I also had something that this made me think of, like when I was in the middle of doing this, I had this other thing pop up that was like a big moment for me. But I was thinking of also when I record videos, like sometimes I record like these overhead videos when I was doing my tarot card readings, and if I was just holding my phone and it wasn't stabilized, like the video would take way longer to upload than if I just stabilized it. So I ended up getting like a stand to stabilize my reading so that I could upload them and they would upload way faster. And I was like, that's funny, it works like that. But it's because the frames in the video are all the same when it's just stabilized versus when it's constantly shifting around. Like that's more, I don't know how it works when you're uploading a video, but you know what I mean. Like it's a good metaphor. It's saying like, because there's so many different frames, it takes longer to upload. That's just like a reality. When you're constantly thinking different thoughts, you're putting all these different frames in and you're making it so much, it takes so much longer to get where you want to go because you're causing time to slow down. Because now you got to shift through all these different frames before you get to the one that you want to go to, right? Think of it like you're creating a movie that you're going to upload on YouTube, but in the best part of your movie is like, I don't know, this point about, I don't know, it's like a video of your cat or something. But then you keep adding videos of just like your hand randomly that you filmed. And I don't know, you just keep adding more and more clips of your hand because you just keep thinking about it. And then you think about like, and then you add some other random clip of you walking outside and then another random clip. And like the whole video is supposed to be about your cat or something, but then you're adding all these other videos before it. And then it's like, now it's going to take like an hour just to get to the actual video that everybody wants to watch kind of thing. I don't know if this is making any sense. This is the weird way of explaining it, but this is kind of how I'm looking at it, is like you're adding all these different clips, so now you got to move through each of those clips of reality before you can get to the one you want to go to. So the more thoughts you have, the more realities you have to shift through before you can get to where you want to go. And the cool thing about this though is that when you've already thought of the thing you want, like as if you've had it, as if you have it, you've thought of it in that way, like we do when we're manifesting, it didn't get forgotten. You don't have to keep repeating it over and over and over to get it. The only reason you might repeat it over and over is because then you stay, you're adding a bunch of clips of that reality over and over and over to your timeline, so that's likely going to be the thing you next move into, right? Like you're stabilizing things because you're not moving through space like a million miles a minute, like constantly shifting through different realities. Like, do you know what I mean? You're adding like all of these clips of your cat now over and over. So eventually, yes, you're going to get to a video of your cat because you're adding more of those videos again. Hopefully this is making sense. It's 3:40 a.m. at this point. But really, all it takes is one time of thinking of your person with you or thinking of yourself with all this money, like visualizing it or affirming for it. That's all it took, was that one time, and you could shift into that reality. But what happens is you have all these other things that you start thinking about. You have all these other thoughts you start thinking about, and then that just like, it just makes you move slower. Because as his theory states, the faster you move through space, which is thinking thoughts, then the slower you move through time. So for some people, what happens is they end up going their whole life without manifesting the things they want because they're constantly thinking against it or trying a different method every single day for it instead of just sticking out by, sorry, I have bare legs right now, I have shorts on, and this guy is walking on me. Yeah, instead of just sticking to one thing. I guess the point of my video is really just, you have to accept that when you did visualize that thing, it is happening. Like, that's real. What you saw was real. It's not fake. It's not imaginary. I don't know why we even call it imagination. It's not imaginary. It already exists. It's happening. But just we're moving through a slower reality, or so it seems, because our thoughts are the thing that are moving us. I might make another video and like explain this in a better way. This is just my first time really trying to get the point across. Hopefully this makes sense to someone, but this was just like mind-blowing to me, the fact that Einstein kind of already started to figure this out and now it all makes sense to me. There's no way to manifest your desire faster other than to, you know, move through so-called time faster, because people are always like, how long is it going to take? The time it takes is the faster that you can just stabilize your mind and keep it focused on that one reality. So the other way you can do it is be present. That's why we talk about being present in the current moment, like being here right now, like staring at this pen right now. I'm playing with my cat. Being here right now in this moment is also the fastest way to bring something into reality. That's why I talk about bringing your desire, like the feeling of it, into this present moment, like match it to the way you're feeling right now, like make it feel very normal. Or just, for me, what I do is sometimes I just have a flicker of a thought. Like I just keep it so natural, like I'll just casually think of my desire as if I have it, like very quickly, and then just straight go back to what I'm doing in this moment, because you're moving through less frames that way. You're not going to slow things down. Like being in the present moment is stabilizing your camera, it's stabilizing your lens so that the video can upload faster. Think of it that way. And the same thing goes for affirmations. You can say the same affirmation over and over. That's the same thing. It's stabilizing, you know, you're just selecting the same reality over and over and over and over. So you can move through much faster that way based on Einstein's theory. But I'll try and go more into detail in another video on this topic because I think it's really interesting. I don't like to overthink things too much though, like try too hard. Again, the best way to get information if you're ever trying to figure something out is just listen. Once again, stabilize yourself. Be calm. Like when I'm trying to find information for a video to share with you guys or something, or figure something out like this, I just listen because all the information is there. And that's the thing with your manifestation too. It's already here. Everything's here and it's existing right now. Like your person that you want, they're right here, right now. Like everything's right here, right now. It's just the only thing is that you have to acknowledge the existence of it by just, again, imagining it, which is just looking at another reality. It's not any different. Like I was also trying to compare imagination to reality. Like why do we call it imagination versus reality? Like what's the difference? And people say, well, in reality you can like touch things, feel things, like it's real, you can see it's there. I'm like, well, can't you do that though? Like for most people that are good at visualization, can you not do that in imagination too? Like for me, I have all the senses in imagination too. So it's really not that different. It's really not. It's real. And I've had things manifest instantly when I've kind of figured out, because I've started to figure out how manifestations works. I've started to see like this pattern of when my mind is extremely quiet, when I'm extremely just in the moment, and I have a flicker of a thought. It's the times when I'm not really trying to. It manifests so fast. And there has been times when I did even intend to manifest something and it manifested almost instantly. And I think of it like two circles, like in a diagram, you know, when you have a circle, another circle, you know, you can like say the similarities in the middle or whatever. But I think of it, or like an eclipse, an eclipse is probably a better example. When like the sun covers the moon, moon covers the sun, I don't know, whatever way that it works. Think of it like that, but I think of it like a portal opening. Like every time you get an alignment, it's just like it opens up. Is this even making sense? Like when you are calm, when your mind is calm, it's like you're in alignment. It's like the two circles like overlap. And then like your thing just is there. It's like that imagination, like time. Okay. Hopefully this is making sense. The way that time is moving in imagination lines up with how fast time is moving in reality. So then your thing that was once only visible in imagination now becomes also visible in this reality, because like the time lined up. Do you know what I mean? And again, time is relative. It's based on you. So when time lines up, how fast things are moving in imagination, how fast things are moving here, when it lines up, like it can manifest. And that means slowing down your mind as much as possible, because imagination, everything exists right now. Like it's very fast moving, very fast moving. So to get your mind to line up with that, you have to get your mind to also be very fast moving, which is technically the opposite, because you want to think less, basically. It's kind of the opposite of what you would think, but you want less thoughts to move through time faster, to align with imagination, to align with the speed in imagination. I'm gonna have to make more videos on this. This is confusing, but just wanted to share this because it was a thought, and I also know that my reality reflects the things that I think, so I felt like I gotta get this video now, because who knows, right, where this information will go. But yeah, hopefully this is helpful or interesting, at least to someone, if I made you more confused than ever with manifestation. But I will make more videos on this topic, and we'll go more into depth on it, because I think it's so interesting. So hopefully you find it interesting as well. Let me know. Leave a comment if you're interested in this, what you think about it. Let me know. And like the video, as always, subscribe if you're interested, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, also, side note, someone on TikTok stole some of my posts, or not stole, I guess you're allowed to repost them, but they took some of my posts off Reddit and posted them on TikTok, and now they're like going viral on TikTok. So just shout out to that person. Thank you so much. At least my information's getting out there. I guess that's a good thing. But yeah. Anyways, okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, just kidding. Apparently I'm not done at the end of this video. I just want to add this on. So I did talk about how if you have multiple thoughts, you know, you're just going to keep adding things to like your movie reel. I sort of made it sound like if you're making a movie, I said you're going to kind of slow down the thing that you want to happen, whatever. Anyways, I don't 100% believe that. I actually think that what I said towards the end of the video about alignment, about slowing down time in this world to equal time in imagination, is really the key. Because, so you can affirm 1,000,000 times for something or visualize 1,000,000 times, but it's only that one time where everything lines up where it actually manifests. That's my belief, actually. It's when you are matching, as people say, frequency, but really just you're matching time, or whatever you want to call it, and that's when it actually can manifest, because it can move through, because it's literally constant. So instead of just seeing it in imagination, now you also see it in reality, because it's aligned, because the time is moving at the same pace. Hopefully this makes sense. So I don't want people to just think like, oh my god, I thought all these bad thoughts, so now I'm gonna have to wait years for my manifestation. No, like, please don't think like that because of this video. That's not what I meant for it to seem like. It's just like a way to explain it, kind of. But no, like, really, if you want to get super technical with it, like, super technical, I don't know. None of my videos are that technical, but if you are affirming one time, for visualizing one time, like, you just have to be in alignment one time for it to manifest. Or what happens is you've already, you know, affirmed for it before, thought of it before, and then like you just are in alignment at some point in time, whereas that could be like being in the present moment, or you could be just like meditating or something, and then that's when it comes about. Usually it does happen because you have like some flicker of a thought of it, but it's not forced ever. Like, if it happens that way, I find it's not forced. Like, you might not even have realized that you thought of it, but really the key to anything, it's getting in alignment, matching your speed of your mind to imagination, the speed of time and imagination. That is the key that I believe for everything. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna end this finally.